let's so here's Roth all going. Here's a picture of it in toy version with one that's also coloured like 02, but it looks exactly like that in game as well. Anyway, here's Roth. He's like, if what Mickey Boss says is true, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, okay, if what Mickey Boss said was true, then I don't have a cause anymore. It won't just be the enemies of the Earth, but of Zaborg as well. That couldn't be what Lord Zezen is after, could it? No, I don't think he knows yet. If I can meet up with Zeb and Seti first. The Liege Chaos. Those Liege are part of Zezen's forces. It's from Cross Omega, which is an iOS Android thing where you grind forever to get cards of the different things, and it's just got loads of shit in it. What? They're attacking Roth, whatever will we do? So that's how it is, Zezen. You. Anyway, back on the moon. It's steady. Zeb! One sec. I'm just getting this info too. Here's Mecha Boss. That's the decision of the council. What is your reply, Lord Zezen? Mecha Boss Bulverde, you're alive? Yup. Been a while, Justine Schriff. You're a messenger boy for the council now? You've gone up in the world, Meki. Cut it out, Zebris. You know I hate that name. Come on. Just call me Zeb like you used to. Look how happy Zeb is to be fucking alive right now. It's like he's from fucking Kaiji. Screenshot, gotta screenshot the shit out of that. He's a wild fucking dude, alright? He's a wild fucking dude. Oh, now I gotta find my goddamn Earthen view. Oh, come on, be nice to Zeb. Just because he's got a problem, he's like, oh, it's my translator's broken, but I mean, he thinks like it as well, so. Need to keep that where I can see it in case it fucks up again. When did I ever do that? And Grofist Del Volte should have returned by now. What are you saying? You shot down the Zeldrum. What? That's impossible. I could never. Either the Earth forces followed him and took him out, or it was another of your tricks. After all, you were the one who leaked when our first attack was going to happen, right? Just like Wenderlo. That type of treachery is in the Bulverde blood. I can't trust you at all. Bulverde. And what are the council's proof that you helped finish the Granzon? The Granzon? What's he talking about? I helped with something? I don't know what you're talking about. I see, so you're playing dumb. This is just the council acting on a power play from the Vorga faction. They're trying to get revenge for the loss of Wenderlo. That's not true. The council is claiming you gave the means necessary to complete the Granzon to the Earthlings. He did, by the way. He's a fucker. I, teaching the savages of the Earth how to handle singularities? What a ridiculous claim. The council were the ones who handed down judgment after a research into the Earthlings. I'm following what they planned. The Earth is a blight on this galaxy, which you know just as well as I. Though my fights with them, my opinion has changed. No, through my fights, sorry. Sounds like what losers always say. Not just me, and beyond that, there are people who are questioning your methods. People outside the Vorga faction. So, with all that stacked against you, the order for you to withdraw was sent, and I came here. If you don't follow the Council's orders, you'll be seen as a traitor. This would be easier to believe if the messenger wasn't part of the Vorga or the Zogar, but from these charges you're trying to pin on me and the disgraces levied against you, I can see how the Vorga are trying to gain power through this. I was chosen given my track record and my experience in this system. It has nothing to do with what the Vorga want. There's no way that someone from the Bulverdi family would abandon the Vorga. It's the exact opposite. That's the only reason Wendello was made leader of the investigation party at his age. And I was shot down by Wendello and nearly died. When I came back, the Vorga weren't exactly accommodating. They tried to pin all the blame on me and kicked me out of the clan. And there are other people who try and disgrace the Bulverdi name. My family has a lot of enemies after all. Wendello was nearly killed more than a couple of times. You can tell that just by looking at these scars. No matter how famous our family is, with only one of us still alive, the people around me saw their chance. They wanted to save their own skins. So you contacted the council after you woke up? That is what you would think. My love for the families and their factions ran out. I had no reason to be bound anymore. As if you're still working to benefit a faction. That may be true, just like you're helping a faction of your own. I've been thinking a lot about why I was given troops by the council. If you don't surrender and come back, we'll be forced to attack you. And I don't need to tell you, but it's useless to use the humans on the moon as hostages. I'm sure if you threatened to kill the Earthlings along with refusing the council orders, the Vorg would be overjoyed. It'd be a great way to gain advantage over the Zogar. So, think on it, delicate Zedanon. This is the turning point. Hands up. Move all machines prepared for the second attack on Earth to the Moon Cradle. You're refusing orders from the council? That'll make us traitors! You don't get it? They're just trying to get rid of us. If they were serious, they would have sent a message to me in the normal way. But because they sent a messenger to do it for them, the Zogar weren't able to stop them. Or maybe they had no intention of stopping them in the first place. Fighting fucking mosquito again. It's sensing the carbon dioxide from my breath as I speak a lot, and it's like, oh wow, this is good, and then it just fucking tries to fly into my mouth. I wish it would. Could kill it then. Yeah. Ooh, with no intention of stopping them in the first place. But why? If the Zogar lost someone as important as Lord Zezanon, and then Zeb's like, if what Meki was saying about the Grandzon, if that were true, and then Zeb's like, back then when Roth and I were told we weren't allowed to listen to Lord Zezanon's conversation with Shu Shirakawa, could it be? Don't believe his lies. I know what would happen to me if I would have helped. Then shouldn't we follow their orders and have the council hear us out? I'm sure if we try that, there'll be an accident, just like with Groffis. We'll deal with Mechaboss, assume control of the Earth and reduce those monkeys back to their original state, without their special weapons or advancements from parallel worlds. If we do that, then they'll change their minds back home. There's always people wanting new tech or tariffs from new worlds. But if we were labelled traitors, short-term problem. If you throw all our away all our problems in return, we'll just be convicted. We need to forge ahead on our own. There's no need to think about it. Now, I've got no grudge against Meki, but I'm not going to be thrown away like some porn. Shafroz? Seti, what about you? I can't forgive them for killing Roth. Then shoot down Mechaboss. I'll prepare the Baron Schnail. Is it okay to use that? We were supposed to use it when we went back to Earth. It's more important that we win this fight first. I expect you to give this fight your all. Yes, sir. That's the job. And then, haha, faster than expected. I didn't think the council would move, but this is a great opportunity to crush those who oppose me, including those bastards in the Zogar who are trying to get rid of me. After I control Earth, I'll really enjoy the look on their faces when we meet again. Genzazen and he sucks, and we're gonna murder him. Will Teneket Zezanon answer the summons? Based on what he said, no. He probably killed Roth to keep his mouth shut. I was careless. If I'd seen what he was planning earlier, I wouldn't have let Roth go off on his own. He's all sad about it. Is there anyone from Zogar that could persuade Zezanon to follow the order? Yep. That's when the factories decide they're only going to make like 150 of the thing, they make them expensive to get their money back. Everyone back home already knows about Granzon. If anyone from the Zogar tried to help him, it would mean certain death. He was acting on his own when he set that up. Even if that's not really truth, it's the way it'll be played, to have the least effect on the fighting between the factions. So they've thrown him away. Yeah, if they tried to protect Zezanon, they'd just be bringing disgrace upon themselves. He was in charge of the entire operation at Earth, so they use it to their advantage, blaming everything they can on him. They're probably hoping that I get rid of Zezanon for them. Dead men tell no tales, after all. First the Gears, and now the Zvorg. No matter where you are, people always act the same way. Our country is made up of many different planets, but it's still a republic. So, what's Zezanon going to do? Because everybody already knows about the Granzon, if he goes back home now, that's the end. He's probably going to try and beat us and take over the Earth. Then use the confusion to put himself back in power. The Ruin and Barrel weren't part of his plans, but right now they're helping him. He'll act like he's just reviewing the situation while readying his attack. So the reason he didn't try to re-attack the Earth after their first assault failed, didn't want to get involved with anything like the Einst. He already knew what a bad idea that was when I was first here. That's why he kept the moon under his control and let the Earth forces deal with Ruin and Barrel as he watched. Last man standing. So that's what he was after. I think so. And after taking the Earth, he'll take what else he can find. Sell it to the Zvorg war merchants and using that to distract the Council. Hell, that could have been his plan from the start. So, he's saying he's for peace in the galaxy, and he's really after plundered war chests. Yeesh! He treats us lesser beings, and he treats us like lesser beings and calls us monkeys, but he's just as shady as any of our politicians. Seriously, I guess we're more alike than he'd like to admit. He's continuing. If you knew what he was up to, you should have came here with a force big enough to make him cry like a bitch. Hey, there are other things going on too. We can't just move all our forces ahead of the boonies. Hey, don't call it the boonies, bub. The question is if you're willing to settle this here or not. It's rare that the Council decides something quickly, but I guess that's not going to be on the answer you want to hear. You can just get them to decide after we've beaten Zezanon into a bloody pulp. We can't do that. What if the Moon Cradle gets destroyed too? Mekos, how likely is it that Zezanon would use the humans on the moon as hostages? I made sure to mention it to him for that exact reason, and because he wants the Earth for himself. He knows that if he kills people for that reason, he'll just be making it harder for him to take over further down the line. Always going to be people angry at being invaded. True, but it's not like we're going after civilians. We try to defeat people who fight us, but we want to keep the means of production intact. We absorb what we can. Someone from Earth said that a skilled general eats the people he conquers. We believe about the same. What? He means that the successful generals take resources and weapons from the enemies he conquers. But that's theft! No, we don't do it to civilians. We're looking out for ourselves, but not to that extent. This is something we've learned from a long history of taking over planets. That's why most of our soldiers are mass-produced bioroids. They don't have to worry about people going berserk and killing more than they should. Makes things smoother. Certainly. You don't have to worry about the amount of soldiers lost or disobeying orders. You've been studying our culture for a long time, haven't you? Because of the investigations, Zezanon did his homework too. He had his whole plan finished by the time he made first contact. If Shu Shirakawa hadn't been at the South Pole incident, then Zezanon wouldn't have been able to move his plan to the next stage. We would have never come to the Earth sphere. Ugh. Shu's always getting involved in some big thing or another. I won't put it as simply as that. Shu's the one who brought down Zezanon in the end, after all. I don't want to have to say thanks to that asshole. In any case, you can safely assume that it's unlikely that Zezanon will harm the people living on the moon. Yeah. Still. He killed Roth to keep him quiet. We should keep in mind that he's willing to hit hard if it benefits him in the end. Can't deny that. That's why we need to settle this as soon as we can. And then, internally, and besides, using the Earthlings as a hostage against this guy would be pointless. This is my fight. It's fine if you don't want to come along. I know Earth's got a few things going on right now. What should we do, Captain? Let's speak with Commander Humphrey. All hands, please wait at level 2 battle stations. Misaki is 80s as hell, right? Straight out of, Ziorima. It's exactly like the fucking dude, sort of. Not really, but I was thinking. I'm not exactly sure if I can believe everything the alien said, but if we can finish it with the power we have so far, then I have no objections. But you need to keep Mechibos Bulverdi under guard. He could attack us. About that, the Steel Dragons are considering going down to the Moon Cradle with him. What? You're gonna help the alien? We decided it's the fastest way to accomplish this, and it's also important to keep the damage to the Moon Cradle minimal. You'll be risking your lives for them. It's always been the Steel Dragon's duty to run headfirst into danger. Considering the state of the Earth, it's important to resolve this matter with the guests as soon as possible. Very well. I'll grant permission. Our first squad will guard the retreat paths from the battlefield to prevent any problems. Second squad will defend the capital of the moon, and the third squad will have regular patrols. Roger. Leave this to us, sir. Colonel Athena? What is it? I still don't think the Steel Dragon should exist with their current firepower, but I believe you didn't plan the assassination of the President. I know you're doing everything you can for the future of our world. Thank you, sir. I pray for your success. That is all. Looks like the blockhead has relaxed quite a bit. Seems like it. We need to meet his expectations. Let's make this operation a success and take back the moon. Indeed. All hands, battle stations. Send into the moon cradle. Scenario 56. Operation Reconquista. The 4th, 5th and 6th battalions are pushing. They have new production units just like we do. They've even committed the Leech Chaos. Oh my. I guess Meki's not going to forgive us. Whatever the case, he's here. Sorry I had to ask you to help me out here. We're not here just for you. If you do anything funny, you'll be dead before you know it. I know. Still, never thought I'd be fighting alongside you. Me either. Hey, you able to shut down their biodroids like you did last time? Not gonna work. It only worked last time because this used Shirakawa's worm. Because we had that, I was able to switch them to standby mode. Till we destroy the commander, they won't stop. And that's from Dark Prison, where she was like, here's a virus I've programmed to just fuck up the inspectors. I did it in my spare time. Here's Carla. That commander is your friend. Is there any way you can convince them? Yeah, if it's a person, they should be able to listen to reason, right? I want to, but it's not going to be easy. I think the one who has the actual shutdown codes is Zezanin. Let's stop all the whining and just get this done, okay? Yeesh, looks like everyone is filled with women who will yell at everything you do. Oh my god, fucking... Did you say something? Perceptive too. Mekibos, what the fuck? Yeesh. These women are all over the world. Can't live with them, can't live without them. Am I right? Ooh. Can you hear me, Zeb? Steady? I'm not going to listen to anything you say. You killed Roth. I won't forgive you. It's a shame he died, but I wasn't the one who did it. When I was about to deliver the final blow to him, Mekibos saved his life. No matter what happened, you're the reason he was killed, Mekibos. Is she Roth's? So you've thrown your fate in with Zezanin. No point in prolonging this fight any longer. Point? Of course there is. I'll get revenge for Roth. Zeb, you too? Certainly something suspicious going on, but we were also sent here by the council, and now they're doing this. I'm pretty peeved. I'm telling you, Zezanin's playing with fire. That's why the council sent me. If it really was treachery, why not just contact us normally? They're just using you too, Meki. In Super Wars Neo, the units are represented by size on the map, and it's cool as fucking hell. I'll explain everything to the council. You've just been used by Zezanin. They won't believe that. Just like you, there's no guarantee they won't throw us to the wolves. So there's no way we can resolve this peacefully? That's right. We're at an impasse. Looks like negotiations have broken down. Gonna have to fight. Sorry it didn't go as well as I hoped. Leave Zeb and Steady to me. I'll deal with him myself. I understand how you feel, but we don't have time for that. We'll help. Operation Reconquista, Phase 4. Begin. Shoot down the enemy defences. Ghost 1 to all units. Be sure not to damage the moon cradle. Begin the attack. And now within 6 turns you have to defeat everything except the Bowdrifter and the Org Valu. Yeah, in Super Wars Neo, everything is like its actual size on the map, and it's not a grid. You move around like a sphere. If you played Makai Kingdom, it's like that. You have like a circle you can move around in, and some attacks knock enemies around, like Disgaea style. And if they hit a wall, they'll take more damage, and they go, and you can like hide behind walls to block getting shot and stuff. And you can do stuff like have all of your enemies, all of your robots completely surround the unit, and then turn Brygar into a car, So this suddenly becomes car-sized among all these giant robots, and you drive in between their legs. It's rude as hell. It's good, and it's actually getting like a full translation because it's pretty short, and apparently like hacking the GameCube shit is really easy to do with the Dolphin emulator. And it's really good because it doesn't have any real robots in it at all. No real robots by the official definition. The main like bit of it is no, it's not GameCube. It's Wii. It's Wii, and it's like the main thing is Iron Liga, and they're just robots that play baseball. But it's got all this stuff that's like younger children's series, like stuff for like under 10s, and then it's got New Ghetto Robo in it, which is really fucked up. But here's Mechimos. He's good. He used to have the Gradikin 1 had beam absorb, but this one just has hit point regen and a robot to block, so you can't do shit to him. And his big move is post movement. But he's fully upgraded, so he should be ready to fuck. And he's got barrel missiles and other things, but he never shoots the swords. Yon does, on the file dry. I wonder if they've done the file dry properly, if they say that as dry as in you're wet and dry. Fucking Arado. Fight, right. Blade King form. You know what? You know what? He's a little. And his theme song is Violent Assault, and it's really good. Getting all our accelerators revved up. So I didn't need to. This guy's gonna stand here. I shouldn't have moved there. Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. Gatai! Violent Assault is a silly name, but aggressiveness. But it is a game where there's Vanishing Trooper, Dark Knight, No Game, No Life, the letters, they translated it for the Game Boy, the GBA games, as Femme Fatale. She's a spy, right? Femme Fatale, makes sense. The actual title of it, which has been like all the time before and then in Japanese, and it's written in English, by the way. So, but it's Woman the Cool Spy. So you got Woman the Cool Spy too. That's a good title. Yeah, you know what? I'll get Shining, the Dancing Fairy lyrics. Oh, maybe. That's good shit too. I mean, you gotta kill everything. But yeah, Rusei's theme's got the dun 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 dun, which is the Banjo thing. Kick. Me. Mine's got a really good voice clip where she's like, "What would Ryusei do?" And she's like, "Double T-Link Knuckle! His shots! Dengo Denja! Nendo!" And just yelling all the bullshit. She's really good. You know when this game gets ridiculous as Gunbuster? No, just SRX really. The bullshit thing in this game is maximum break. Yeah, in this game you more get ridiculous teams rather than single ridiculous characters. Like our Ratzel Excellent setup is really good because they both can do their combo like Rampage Ghost and Tornado Blade twice. Because they both support themselves because they both got exactly the same stats because of her stat sharing twin. So she ends up with his ridiculously high skill and range damage. And she just pumps like any other stat. And then you get them both support yourself. And there you go, having a good time. But you can do like SRX is always busted, but you can easily do like 7 HTV cannons in a single turn. With the various maximum breaks and his go agains and stuff. Yeah, I will do the Rampage Ghost. Because when we fight some bosses, I'll have to set up the big maximum breaks. Oh. Oh, we do have to destroy the boats, I guess. So, get fucked boats. Russell, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why have you not got enough juice to do that yet, you fucking asshole? Why not? What's your fucking problem, dude? But the current... Just like, but straight up onto my goddamn nose. Yeah, Katina, Russell, Kai, and Rada have custom dispensed Mark IIs. And you can switch them between... This is close combat mode, but there's also a normal mode, which is the best one. Like, it's just... You don't have to add anything to it to make it good, where this one you do. And there's a long range one with cannons on the back, so it looks sort of like the Schwarzwald from OG 1 and 2. It's good as hell. And Serena, who's not in this, she's ended up cruising and doing well as I believe. She's got a custom dispense, which is good as hell. Well, it's not a dispense, it's the Gessler event. Huckabee variant. There's Ing in the XX Bean, which carries the meaning of sex. Fucking incredible translation. Yeah, the XX Bean. Yon's File Dry is based on a mass-produced Huckabee, but customised to make it performance comparable to the original Huckabee. There's the mass-produced one which doesn't have any weapons on it, but you can customise it real good. And in Moondwellers there's the X-Beams, which are Huckabees but with glasses on, so you can't see their... So you basically can't see that they're Gundam rip-offs. But in this game all the Huckabees got destroyed, all 4 of them. Both Type 3s, Type 1 and the Type 2. Well, I guess Amara in the Girl in a Gun counts too. She's in a Huckabee variant. And she's like, no, it's nothing like him, but it is. It's got a fucking Huckabee's face. But she just came in and fucking murdered all of them, because she's rude as hell. Yep, the X-Beam-Ash, it's so good. That's, they make that, there's the Huckabees, and there was the X-Beam, which is short for extra Huckabee, and they're like, oh, it's just an extra one. But then all the others got blown up. So they had to put it together out of the leftover bits that they had. And then it's held together through... Yep, it's held, like, the caution tape is holding it together, because they just had to make it, like, that quick. I've got Mosquito in my sights, but I don't know how to get him. The cape also helps hold it together somehow. Oh, fuck you. Mosquito fucker. Got him. No, no more please. No more. Yeah, like it's just like, nope, we gotta put this together. And then, and then and it's got a black hole engine. It's got all the different shit that make the Huckabees really dangerous to use, that were all unstable. They just shove all that in it. And then they put a tronium engine in, which, like, the tronium engine is so hard to use that that's Rai's entire job in SRX, is to make sure it doesn't fucking blow up. And then Ing is just like doing it. He's right, he's fine. And then his super brain powers activate, and then the robot was about to blow up. It was all going critical, and then he yoinked all of the parts they were going to use to repair. They were going to use it for some SRX upgrades and to repair some other stuff. And he just, with his brain powers, pulled it out of the shipping plane, flew it all into himself, put it all together and made it all good, and then he got the XX beam, which is the pronounced excess beam because it's excessive, because it's so stupid, but it's just got everything in it that's made the Huckabees dangerous and berserk. But he's fine and cool. You gotta be more energy efficient because you sort of fucked it last time. Minion ball. It's just covered in funnels. It has an attack that I think it gets on the other route, so he should have when he gets back. The Black Hole Buster Cannon, which is really good. Yeah, pretty much. He's just the excessive just excess speed. Get it? Yeah, alright, we get it. But yeah, he gets the Black Hole Buster Cannon, which he just summons with his fucking brain. Yeah, we can see Zash's full move. But yeah. Because Ryodo's robot is the armor lion, and Ryo doesn't have one, like Ryo's thing is the AM gunner, but because there's no Hucker Beans to attach the AM gunner to, it's fucking balls. Oh, it's actually just getting blown up. This is fucking terrible. So they're like, we've got to make X Beans, so there's the X Beans, and the X Bean can use the gunner and the boxer frame, not at the same time, but so you can have a boxer, you can have a gunner. There's a red one and a blue one, it's good as hell. Throw your sword and then strike it by lightning, dude. Right. Sturm and Drang. But yeah, Ing is a ridiculous, stupid character. He's like a Mickey, but he feels tongue-in-cheek because he's so ridiculous. And like, he's not like mega, like he is important to the story. Like he's a key part, but he's not like, oh, he's super good, like mega amazing. He's just a dude, alright? He's just a dude who happens to be funky. And his robot is one of the best. His stats are the same as Boss's. Like it's fucking wild. And then Mai's actually doing loads of damage because she's got 20% more from being with Rusei because of her love. But Rusei doesn't fucking care about Mai at all, he doesn't give a shit. I think he just has accuracy and evasion from her. Yeah, Ing isn't the main character, the plot doesn't revolve around him. He's a key part of it, but it doesn't revolve around him. I think you got it, Spammy. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Did you see Crabstick Ryusei? It is an orthodox super robot. Okay, Mai, say the what will Ryusei do line, it's really good. And if this thing does the attack rate, it's the food attack. I like it when it does the hand swipe laser beams. Main dude for Moon Dwellers is gonna be Toya, the guy from J, and Calvina, the lady from J. With the dude. Oh, look, he shot the Banpresto logo at him, and it made the noise because he got the kill. Good. And the originals from GC, which also were the originals for XO, because it was released on the Xbox. Fucking Crabstick reviews are really good. Someone said it's the most accurate description of the Soul Saber. It is the most orthodox super robot. William Urim. Big service. Great. Well, I don't know what big service could be. Like, I really just don't. Yeah, the representative was from everywhere you go. Yeah, he's fucked up. He says hellish. I think the team just said ring there, like. Let's see what Ring can do, because Ring's done the Gus vents, like she invented it. Well, she did, like, Ilya invented it. You got her to make them, tricked her into inventing them. Heaven, hell, somewhere in between. Yeah, the XX mean, it carries the meaning of sex. I didn't use sex. All in all, people are going like, oh, this is gonna be awful, this is ridiculous. This translation's awful, it's the worst translation I've ever seen. It's like, it's not that bad. I've only seen 2 things that I didn't immediately understand what they were. They can't give Ring Mirage again, she's too strong. She's too powerful. They should put Ring back into her game, and her ace bonus should be, if she's in a Mao Industries unit, just fucking double all of the numbers. Fuck it. Find it for you. Carries the meaning of sex. Good crap stick really. And 1, 2, 3. Someone just said, oh, they're just trying to get Elphemia to have a bath. Should do that. You know what? Ring should be a fucking... Okay. Hiragane? Kiryukai? Totally the Hiragane is shitty. Two new battleships. The Valstork and Ring. In a Mao Industries battleship, and instead of, and you know every battleship has an attack where it calls out things. She calls out just fucking Akamitsu and dispense hundreds of them. Fucking big service. Got big service, dude. Don't fuck with him. And Spartial. How did the Hiryu Spartial warp went? It's like, I know exactly what you're saying. I just understand that your brain damaged from syphilis. This just only turned fucking 2, are you kidding me? How did these, what the fuck? How did this fucking happen? We've got to destroy everything except Seti and Zeb by turn 6, I think. Yeah, within 6 turns. Destroy all enemies except the Bodhrifa, and the Orc Valu. Mark 4 and the Battlestar. I don't know about this suspicious Battlestar. You should have something that looks like a cheap love. He did it. Let's go, you got shit to do. Nerds to murder. Yeah, he's got Prevail level 9, yeah, I don't give a shit about his well-being. What about Zash? Ash doesn't, so I should probably do something, like try and make him survivable at least. Try and help. No, don't maximum break. You don't need to maximum break on this dude with fucking... And that's the power of the assist. It should be released by a number of ladies in his squad. 100%. Unfortunately, that makes it by 2 at once, right? Like, that's the most he can have is 2. No, 4. You can have 4. You put him in a 2-seater thing with a girl in the back, and you put someone else. I think all you got is him in the Gunga's Type 3 with someone in the back, and then Calvina and the Powerpuff. No, Ibis, Tsugumi, and Slay. That's 3. So he can get 4. That ain't bad. Ash is going to get a bomb. Stone Drain. Energy Cannon. Yeah, like Lightning Energy Cannon. Ring should definitely count as double. Like, proportional damage for additional ladies. That's how you fix Ring's will gains. If is on the field and she isn't adjacent to him or in his team, she gets 5 will a turn for free because she's mad as fuck. But if she's next to him, nothing. Thank you, Pressia. She needs it.